Hi, I'm Carl from Abt, and in this video I'm going to go over the differences between the three 4K QLED TV options from Samsung for 2023, the Q60, 70, and 80C, and hopefully give you a better idea of which one will fit best into your home theater setup, so stick around. The first thing to address is the size availability because they don't all come in the same offerings. The Q80C comes in sizes ranging from 50 all the way up to 98 inches. The 70 can be found in 55 up to 85 inches, and the 60C is available from 32 inches all the way up to 85 inches. For reference, in this video I'm going to be comparing the 65-inch versions of each model, all set to filmmaker mode. Let's start with the designs. These really don't differ a lot in looks. The pedestals are probably the biggest difference here. The 80 and 70 use a more compact center-mounted pedestal, and the 60 has two legs that are positioned out near the edges of the TV, which will require a wider stand if you're not mounting it on the wall. As far as connections go, the 80 and 70 are exactly the same, with 4 HDMI 2.1s, 2 USB Type-A's, optical audio output, Ethernet, X-Link, and antenna connection, Bluetooth 5.2, and Wi-Fi 5. The 60 is mostly the same, but only has 3 HDMIs. The operating system and smart features are also very similar between all three. They all have features like TV Plus and two-screen multi-view. They all work with Alexa and Bixby as well, but the 80 and 70 have far-field voice interaction, and the 60 does not, meaning you'll have to have the remote handy if you plan on using any voice commands with the 60. Next, let's talk about the audio. On the 80, you get a 2.2 channel 40-watt system that also supports Dolby Atmos audio through the TV speakers. The 70 and 60 both get a 2-channel 20-watt system that does not support Atmos. However, they all can send Atmos out to a compatible soundbar or receiver. Another difference is the 80 and 70 both have active voice amplifier and adaptive sound plus, while the 60 does not have active voice amplifier and only comes with the standard adaptive sound. Finally, we've got the picture. The 80 gets the most advanced processor of the three with the Neural Quantum Processor 4K. The 70 has the Quantum Processor 4K, and the 60 has the Quantum Processor 4K Lite. And the 80 is the only model of the three with full array backlighting with local dimming, which does a better job displaying highlights and shadow details in HDR content, but it's also why the monitor is a little bit deeper than the other two. The 70 and 60 use dual LED lighting, which keeps the depth of the actual monitor a little bit shallower. The 80 and 70 both have Samsung's Real Depth Enhancer to help improve the contrast, while the 60 has a more basic contrast enhancer built in. And the 80 and 70 also have the adaptive picture setting, which uses a sensor to optimize the picture to the room, plus AI upscaling that helps make lower resolution content look even better. They'll all upscale lower res content, but the 80 and 70 are just better at it. The 80 and 70 also both have 120 Hz panels. The 60's panel is 60 Hz. Now, this isn't going to make a ton of difference if you're only watching shows or movies on the TV. Sure, having a faster refresh rate will help make sports a little smoother, but for the casual watcher, you likely won't notice a huge difference. But if you're a gamer, this can be a much bigger deal. Having that 120 Hz panel allows you to use features like 4K at 120 Hz and variable refresh rates. This helps games run more smoothly and without screen tearing. Again, if you're not a gamer, just ignore that last part, but if you are, you'll want to stick with the 80 or the 70 if you have a next-gen gaming console. All three of these models are worth checking out if you're in the market for a new TV. If you're a casual viewer that enjoys watching movies or shows, but you don't need all the bells and whistles, the 60 is going to be a great option. If you're a sports fanatic or a gamer on a bit of a budget, the 70 is the way to go. If you're watching with a more critical eye and you're looking for a great overall experience without not wanting to spend the extra to go up to the Neo QLED models with the mini LEDs, the 80 is going to be your best bet. If you have any questions on any of these TVs or need help finding the right one for your home theater, be sure to contact an Abt home theater specialist. We're always happy to help. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.